All right, here we go. So I've been putting together a few slides, trying to make this as fun and engaging as possible. I'm still working. This is a process because I'm getting back into the whole scheme of things. But what we want to do, what I wanted to do today was give you guys a resource. But I haven't actually gotten to that point. However, I am going to still give you the resource because in the next episode, hopefully you will have tried it. It is free. You can make an investment if you like. Like I say, always talk with your financial planner or financial advisor before actually engaging in the market. And with that being said, I have to put up my disclaimer once again. The market is volatile, it's a risk reward endeavor. So, what I'm doing here is educational, informational, market awareness only. And, we'll get into a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But the best way to be market aware is to actually have a tool in your hand that if you see a company that you buy a lot from and you want to invest in, like you drink a lot of Coca-Cola, so you want to invest in Coca-Cola, or you drink a lot of beer, so you want to invest in Constellation brands. However, with the Mexico tariff, you may not want to buy any Modelos, Dos Equis, or Coronas right now because they might be a little pricey. So, moving on, with that being said, yeah, please seek the advice of a certified uh, professional, a financial planner, a stockbroker, if you really want to do this. However, it's a pretty simple process. You don't even have to invest a dime. There's something that's called simulated trading, and off of this platform, you can actually do simulated trading. What is that? Well, if you play any video games and you know what Sim City is, well, it's sim stock trading. In the business, it is known as paper trading. Back when I first started trading, my broker was Option Express, which of course got bought out by Schwartz. Schwartz, the same I want to say Schwartz. Um, ay ay ay, can't even remember. Anyway, it was bought out, the same company that bought TD Ameritrade, and I'll get back to you on that. I know someone out there knows who I'm talking about, but for some reason Schwartz came up in my head. Blah 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 blah. But yes, it's called paper trading. So basically, you're not investing any money in the market. They're giving you $100,000 to learn how to trade. Is basically what it is. The problem with that is when you do actually get to the other side and you put real money down, there's this thing called analysis paralysis, where you're like, oh my God, I got to put real money in the market. I'm probably going to lose all my money. Um, should I do this? Should I do that? No, I'll wait up. And you're not really sure what you want to do, but stick to paper trading until you actually feel comfortable and then invest a small amount, get some fractional shares, which are, you can get 1/100,000th of a fractional share at the fifth decimal point if you want to engage in the market at a very, very, very small investment. But it will get you it will get you started. All right, so enough of the disclaimer. Once again, I'm Susan Downs. I'm here at Investors Desk in Studio 1209, which is also Creatives Cafe. But Creatives Cafe has been out fishing for investments. And what we want to do basically is we want to build a legacy, one, just one investment at a time. And then over time, you'll be able to have a diversified portfolio of, say, maybe 5 to 10 stocks as well as ETFs. And an ETF, very briefly, is an exchange traded fund. And you can get those in tech stocks, you can get those in um, consumer discretionary funds, you can get those in material building funds. So basically, what they do, what these companies do, is they go out and they pick, up to from 10 to 20 to 50 of the best S&P 500 stocks, and kind of like a fractional share, what they'll do is they'll they'll maybe take 5% of it or 10% of a share of a stock, and they'll put it into a fund. So you might have in a tech fund like an XLF, I believe that is the financial um, fund. You'll have a Citibank, you'll have a JP Morgan, a Wells Fargo, and it'll have the banking stocks in there. And the top out of the you want to look at the top 10. Out of the top 10, Wells Fargo might be number, or Bank of America might be number one at 20% of the fund. And then you'll have JP Morgan Chase at 15% of the fund. Sort of like having um, a diversified portfolio, but in one fund. So instead of you going out there researching each and every stock on the market, you're able to have it in one place where you don't have to do a whole bunch of research. You can just follow that fund. Now, by having a diversified portfolio and you making the decision of what you want to go into a quote unquote personal fund, then you can go in and out. Uh, you'll have one banking, you'll have one metals, like if you decide on gold or silver or palladium or platinum. You can have one real estate in your portfolio. You can have one entertainment like a Disney or MGM in your. So you want 5 good stocks. So, but if that's too much, then an ETF is probably something you want to maybe look at, and we'll look at that down the line. But right now, let's go ahead and get to what we're talking about here. Down below, I still have my tech list here because this is where everybody is. By the way, the market is looking pretty good. It's doing what I call swimming the ocean wave. It's a little bit up, it's a little bit down. But really, it's kind of ranging, waiting on the ball to drop. Monday, it dropped the ball. Tuesday, the ball hit the floor and deflated. Today, after the speech, it kind of, people are like, well, we don't really understand. We didn't get much economic data going forward. In the market, they call it forward guidance. Companies that don't know what's going to happen aren't giving forward guidance right now. And forward guidance just means that on a quarterly basis, they're kind of projecting out what they think their next quarter would be. Because there's so much volatility in the market, what they're doing now is they're kind of giving you an annual overview of where they think the market and their company might be at the end of the year. And this is unusual, especially for retail stocks or retail companies, because they're based on their growth quarter over quarter, and they're called multiples because they have a lot of stores everywhere. And what you want to know is how these stores, you know, gaining more consumer foot traffic in, say, the month of June, at the start of summer, when people are transitioning from, say, winter clothes to that new bathing suit or a new set of clothes to put in their suitcase to go on a vacation, or into Christmas and whatever holidays happen. So that's all that is. Um, so let's move on. Um, and that's what the market was all about. All right. So what I have scrolling down at the bottom now is called the RSS feed, and this one is from Yahoo Finance, and it just kind of gives me an overview. If anybody knows Kathy Woods, um, wow, she's actually doing 8 straight days of buying Beam Therapeutics. I would be careful at looking at what the quote unquote fund broker funds are doing. Now, Kathy Woods back in the day, she was on CNBC almost every day because she was heavily invested into Tesla shares. She touted it. She said Tesla was going to be what I'm probably exaggerating, but that Tesla was going to be $5,000 a share. Well, we know that's not happening. Tesla right now is having a very hard road to toe because Musk is not at his job. He's pretty much at the White House doing a different job. So the stock price is suffering a little bit. And actually, let me go back here real quick and see where Tesla is. Okay, so all of the stock, except for Apple, um, Amazon's up a little bit. Google is up a little bit. Meta is back up a lot because this is pretty much what they lost. If you're looking down at the bottom at Meta, Nvidia is it actually closed at that's NVDA. It actually closed at 117 yesterday, and then it went down after hours, but it's back at 117, ranging. They're all ranging. They don't know what's happening, what's going on. Tesla keeps going up and down. People are in and out there, and those are probably option trades. If I'm, thinking like a retail option trader. But yeah, so um, I'm probably going to be putting up different RSS feeds as we go along into the other different episodes of what I'm doing here. I don't want to make this long, but I do want to give you that resource. I do have the QR code up there for the Investors Desk website. I will be updating that website shortly. And this This I showed you guys yesterday. Now, if you saw it yesterday, that thing was red. When it's black like this, it's pretty much ranging. When it's like super green, then the market is like mean going up. Everybody's happy. Um, Now over here, it looks like Tesla is super green, but not really. Um, I I think it's because I had my mouse clicking on Tesla at the time. And with a heat map, you can, and as a matter of fact, let me go and open it up and go to the app setting on that. And let me click on Apple, see if it actually, if the heat map actually changes. Dun, dun, dun. Well, I can change the sector. Uh, yeah, let's change. No, let's not do that now. I don't want to get too. I don't want to get too in the woods. Okay. So let's look at uh, what is today? Today is March 5th. On the 28th of February, there was a Target blackout day where they were supposed to be boycotting, where we were all supposed to boycott Target because of the DEI policy that they put in place. And, you know, the new word for us is DEI, which means that none of us carry any weight. You know, we don't have $5 million to get a gold card. Um, but I went with my cell phone and I did a little recording. And what I'm gonna do later is I'm gonna put those recordings together into my editing software. I'm gonna chop it up, and but I did want to give you a quick view of what Target looked like. So let me go there, and so this is what the parking lot looks like. Now it is the middle of the day on. What I want to do is kind of fast forward this so we can walk on into Target. Now, usually when I would walk into Target, I couldn't find a basket to shop with. But check it out, guys. So everything will actually work out. Wait a minute. I didn't show a picture of the baskets. I mean, it was. You can't really see it, but yeah, it's usually empty. It's usually empty. Let's fast forward. See if we can um, look at all those baskets right there. Yeah, there's the shot. I don't, yeah, a lot of baskets. Now it it was the shelves. The shelves were empty. That's one, which means that they hadn't really planned on doing any stocking of the shelves. Um, and some of our brothers and sisters were there, yes. But it did look. I tell you this. Oh, I can go right out here. I did go out to the mall. I was at PG Plaza. But I will tell you this, the lines at Target, it would back in the, well, before this particular day, I would go into Target sometimes and I'd maybe want to pick up one or two things. Not only were the cashier lines like back in the aisles, but even the self-serve lines were back in the aisles. And I'm looking at my two little items going, I don't have time for this. So I would pop it down, and leave and end up at, I don't know, Walgreens or CVS. I had no idea that Walmart was also a part of this blackout, but I don't shop Walmart. But let's go ahead and scroll forward. Um, yeah, I mean, there it is. Look at that. Oh my gosh. No way. Long lines. Okay. Yeah, so uh, that's pretty much that was kind of empty. Now, this was a Friday, okay, in the afternoon at Target. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Now, the cashiers, I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but I haven't seen those cashiers playing on their cell phones ever when I went in there. I think, I think that's pretty cool. Hold on. Those are the self checkouts. Let me go back. Let's go back to. I thought I had a picture of or video part of the video. Um, I don't know. I think it's quarter to two, and yeah, it was quick. I didn't want to get people on. It was quick. I didn't want to get people, on the video because that's not cool. But yeah, so that is that. Now, let me take you over, guys. This is what the culmination of spreading that particular boycott. There it is. Combined, Walmart and Target lost $120 billion on Friday. No wonder their stock was down. Well, that's probably one of the reasons their stock was down on Monday. I'm not saying it is because this number right here is probably going to reflect the next quarter. And with everything that's going on with the tariffs, it's probably going to be even worse. Target's ticker symbol is TGT if you're interested. I'd wait. Or if you're into options, you could, I don't know, you could be a contrarian and say that it's going to. No, I'm not even going to go there with that. But anyway, I wanted to show you that. Uh, I do still have NVIDIA's chart up here. And this is live because the market is still live. It is quarter to three in the market. And I am going to swap this out for a different screen share. And it is going to be, dun, 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 let's see. It is going to be, do I have it here? Ah, yeah, let's do this one. Let's go to a screen share. Where was I sharing my screen? But I can't remember where I was sharing my screen. It was it here? Oh, it was here. Let's go ahead and do it right here. We're gonna stop share. Cool. Now we're gonna share our tab here. And this is, let's bring it up to, I wasn't really set up for this. But this is Webull. And I did want to let you know. So I am an affiliate. I do have an account or brokerage account with Webull. Now, here's the deal. Sign up with Webull if you don't have a brokerage account. And the only reason why I say that is because I don't make any money, but I do get some more fractional shares. But so will you. Right here now is saying you can get 20 free fractional shares when you make a qualified deposit. And so I don't want to put any money in the Webull. I mean, I don't have the money to invest right now. So ask yourself, or ask me, what's a qualified uh, uh, um, what's a qualified deposit for Webull that you could actually get 20 free fractional shares? $100? No. $50? No. Qualified, $5. Open up a Webull brokerage account and drop $5 in there, and you get 20 fractional shares. At the same time, on the Webull site, you'll have your actual trading account, which you'll do nothing in but watch stocks, research the fractional shares that they give you, but also open up a paper trading account that's going to give you 100 grand. Like I said earlier, using your investing your own money after paper trading, and you're winning. You're winning in paper trading. It's simulated. You barely lose trading paper, even though you're kind of trading paper in real life. Although the paper is your money, and uh, you know you're not getting, like in the old days when you invested in stocks, you actually got a stock certificate sent to you, and you would have that in a file folder. But back in the day, um, you would pick up the phone and you would call your broker and you'd say, "Get me out of this share, get me out of this stock. I gotta go." But now you get to control it. So, yeah, in the description, I'm gonna put my Webull link there, my affiliate link, and go ahead and click on that and open it. You don't have to put any money in if you don't want to, But my goodness gracious, $5, and you're not spending any more than that, and you're getting um, 20 fractional shares. Just quickly, fractional shares are can be as small as, like I said, 1/100,000th of a share, and that's itty bitty 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 bitty. So for and so it goes to uh, well, they round it up or round it down to a fifth of a decimal place. And we'll get into the math of that later. But um, there's no commission. Back in the day when I was trading, especially options express, it was $14.95 to go into a trade and $14.95 to get out of a trade. Whew, talk about expensive. So when you went in, you definitely wanted to make sure that that was something you wanted to invest in and hold on to. I mean, day trading back in the day was expensive, although I wasn't day trading. All right, so $5 Webull or $0 and paper trade. And the next time we come together, because now I've made this way too long, but the next time we come together, we will go through Webull and we'll research a few stocks. We'll talk about ETFs, and then I'll give you a couple of ideas of what's going to be happening in this quarter. Remember, tariffs are on. They came on Tuesday, yesterday. Also, after all of the hoopla, and this is market awareness, after all of the hoopla about tariffs and the automotive industry, there has been talk about how expensive it would be to make a car. Okay, so I don't know how to make a car, but from what I've been learning and educating and making myself aware of is that a car goes back and forth across the border many, many times because some parts are made in Mexico, some parts are made in Canada, even maybe something electronic is made in China. So, you know, it's expensive, and they're looking at what the price of a car is going to be. Okay, so now I think it's this guy Lutnick who is talking about uh, we're going to do something. Now I'm hearing from the administration that there'll be exceptions to the tariffs. Exceptions for whom? Oh, exceptions for the car industry, but it it's going to start there, and who else will get these exceptions? So if the car dealers are getting these exceptions, will that trickle down to the consumer as far as tariffs go? Uh, who knows, right? We're going to find out. We're 6 weeks into uh, 2025, the administration that we have, um, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So that's pretty much all she wrote for today. And I'm going to end it here. And we're going to come back and, I don't know, maybe we'll have some fun building a Weeble